Frosty the Snowman was a very jolly soul.
What are you doing?
I'm singing Frosty the Snowman.
Well, I can hear that. What's that about?
Well, I thought you just needed a little nice intro with that lame snowman you built.
Thanks.
Yeah, I got your back.
Oh boy. Well, welcome back to Ray's Cabin Adventure, episode number 3.
Woohoo!
Before we get too far along today, I'd like to talk about the weather in Tennessee as compared to Florida. It's just beautiful here. You've got the change of seasons, which I really, really love. Got springtime, then summer, of course, and fall. And it's just neat to see the variety that happens. You know, in Florida, we kind of have one season all year long, and I just love the change where it gets cold here.
Florida has 4 seasons.
It does?
Sure. Hot, real hot, super hot, and sweaty kneecap hot.
Ew. Occasionally we get some snow on the mountain.
Ooh, snowball fight.
Behave.
Scrooge.
And sometimes it will have snow on the top of my property, which is about 1,000 foot higher in elevation than the bottom. And it'll stay up on top a little bit longer, maybe a day or so, while it's melted off the bottom. First day I'm out on the property here. This looks like there's some ice bones.
Ice bones? What?
Oh, wow. But anyway, it's the first day. It's actually the second day after I just bought the property. I'm hiking up the back side.
You catching a cold?
No, I'm not catching cold. I was just clearing my throat.
I don't want to catch a cold.
You're not going to catch my cold.
Oh, so you do have a cold.
Please go away.
That's the spirit. Tell that cold who the boss is.
Anyway, as you can see, it's winter in this shot and all the leaves are off the trees, so the views are totally different than it is in summertime, where it's really hard to even walk through the woods and see anything. Born and raised in Florida, I'm always fascinated by just seeing snow on the ground or icicles melting.
Yeah, it's exciting. Like watching paint dry.
Hey, I think it's cool.
Oh, cool. I get it. You don't get out much, do you?
Anyway, in the last episode, we left off with choosing the site for the cabin. So here's the cabin, and what we're going to be talking about today is the beginning here, working on the foundation piers that are right here. And I've got 6 of them for the cabin that I've designed here that the floor trusses will sit on.
Cool, it flies?
Yeah, it flies.
Like a spaceship.
It doesn't fly.
Oh, bummer.
So here we have our columns, and in the back here I was showing a column. I was actually thinking of using square blocks and then filling with concrete, but I decided to go with a sonotube instead. Pour a footer here and then pour a sonotube on here. We'll go to a transparent view. We'll zoom in here. So here you can see some of the idea I have for the rebar. Put some rebar in there and then coming up through the center here. And then eventually adding straps in there while the concrete's wet, and go ahead and put in some of these truss straps, embed them into the concrete so that I could later attach the logs to. So that's generally what I ended up doing, a little bit different, as you'll see in a few minutes here. Okay, here we are on the site, getting ready to put in some piers and foundation footers. So I've got all my cement there. Just got done taking out some of these stumps here that were still left over after the bulldozer was up here trying to pull some of those out with the vehicle. And here we are, we're getting ready to get started. That's why I'm breathing hard.
Me too.
Were you there?
Where you go, I go.
Don't remind me.
It's a beautiful morning, and let's get started digging. Okay, so here we are. This is the general layout of where the cabin's going to be. Got it out on that rock out there, and then in this corner here, it's going to be attached to that. Working on the idea for that, but anyway, here it is. Got my holes dug for the piers. It's hard to see in there. Some rebar sitting in there. This one here you can see a little bit better. It's got some rebar on the bottom. I'll have a couple of them that come up. That's probably holes at least 30 inches round. Probably 12 inches deep as far as the footer part, and down to about 16, 17 as far as the overall depth. Anyway, still a nice day out here. It's just really, really hot actually right now. Hasn't been a cloud in the sky all day, and
I see a small one in the back.
I'm tired and hot.
I should probably make the disclaimer that I'm not an architect, and I'm building this cabin just based on my past construction experience. And in this county where I'm building, there's actually no building codes there. But I definitely recommend you get a licensed architect to review any plans or ideas that you come up with to make sure that they meet local building codes.
So what you're saying is, don't try this yourself at home, kids.
No, just make every effort to do it right and legal.
Wait, stop the tape.
What now?
The legal disclaimer.
Go ahead.
The views expressed by Ray in this video do not necessarily represent those of a licensed architect nor the opinions of the staff or management, and are not a substitute for legal or construction advice from a licensed professional.
Was that really necessary?
Yep, satisfies the blood-sucking lawyers.
You didn't just say blood-sucking lawyers.
Yeah, I saw that in the movie.
There's a surprise.
Maybe I forgot to mention that these holes are just hard won. You know, not like Florida digging in sand. This is like everything's just brutal. It's just constant rock.
Record stuck.
I mean, it just beats you up. Bad.
Don't be wimpy.
Well, welcome to the mountains, right?
Builds character.
Okay, so this is Ray Green here, and we got the rebar, we got the cement in there, you know, and how are we going to hold up that rebar till it sets up? Well, I'll tell you what, it's the handyman secret weapon, duct tape, baby. That's right, duct tape.
Duct tape. Woohoo!
Yeah, looks like it's going to. Good. Let's just stand here and watch it dry. Forget that. We've got other holes to do. Okay, so I needed water for the cement mixing, and here's a little spring that comes out of the ground here. Outside of the mountain. I forgot I was going to fill up the water jugs when I was down there at the bottom of the creek, but I'm already up here. But anyway, close to the site, there's a little spring, and as you can see, just the ruts of the tire trucks going through have made some impressions there. So I'm just using this. Oops, you can see my shadow there. I'm using my just some gallon jugs here, filling them up at this little spring here with a paper cup that I had left off. But it just runs, overflows, and just continues on down the mountain. Just a small trickle, but ends up working out great because there's just enough to fill up here with the paper cup. I just realized this hat I'm wearing makes me look like Darth Vader.
Yeah, creepy.
Except I can't take a picture of it without my hand being in the way in the shadow.
Yeah, looks like he's on the phone.
Luke, I am your father.
Didn't see that coming.
When I left you, I was but a learner. But now I am the master.
That's scary.
Okay, enough of that. Back to work. Even this way, it kind of does, as long as you don't really see me. It's kind of, yeah, Darth Vader. Yeah, I know. This hat really is kind of dorky, but, you know, it works.
Really?
Sort of.
I want one.
Actually, it looks a lot cooler that way if I just keep the bill out of it, yes. Anyway. Oh, boy. Right here, the bearing on the mountain, like I said before, and then that one over there will bear on that big boulder sticking out.
Dude, it's quitting time.
I'm exhausted. I think this was about the hardest day I ever had.
Yeah, I'm beat.
Anyway, it's lights coming on in the valley. Let's see if I can walk up here on my rock without falling. Because falling off the edge there's not a good idea.
Bad idea.
There's some lights on in the valley.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
And the sun's going down over the mountain.
Time for bedtime prayer.
Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take.
Oh, wait a minute. Am I gonna die?
No, you're not going to die.
You said if I die before I wake.
Well, that just means we're asking God to take care of us if we die.
I'm scared.
Well, you love the Lord and Jesus, right?
Yeah, but I wasn't planning on meeting him tonight.
Well, you're not going to die tonight.
I'm feeling faint.
You're fine.
I think I got a temperature.
You keep going, and you might die tonight. Say goodnight.
Nighty-night.